Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of UnrealEntGaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the dominoes. You blew up the dominoes and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Don't run off without me, Pan! Wait, who is that? Looks like he's up to no good. Don't you dare think about hurting my daughter. Alright, then you leave me with no other choice. Let's go.
As our story opens up on Halloween night with Gohan being shown having to take his daughter Pan out for trick-or-treating, as with the two now being shown dressed up as both a god of destruction and an angel attendee, it was only upon Pan being shown having to receive candy from a neighbor where Pan went on to comment, "Oh wow, look at all this candy, do you see, Papa, do you see?" "I do, sweetie," Gohan responds, "I do, thank you so much." And Pan, now what do we say? "Oh, thank you, a happy Halloween," with the neighbor responding, "Oh, that's okay. You're adorable, Pan. Now don't go eating too much candy tonight," with Pan responding, "I'll try not to, but thank you so much for all of this candy. Bye-bye. See you next time." "Bye, little angel. Thank you for bringing her here, Gohan. You both take care now." As with Gohan being shown walking his daughter down the street and now noticing how much candy she had, it was only then upon having to see this where Gohan went on to respond, "Say, that's a whole lot of candy you got there, Pan. What do you say we call it a night? I don't think that bucket can carry any more sweets or it'll overflow." "Okay, Papa, but can we just go to one more house, please? This one, right here," she says. "Just one more, I promise," with Gohan responding, "Oh, alright then, but just one more and then we call it a night, okay? It's getting really late and Halloween's almost over," but then all of a sudden, it was from out of nowhere where a small cat was shown having to whiz right by both Gohan and Pan as Pan went on to shout, "Hey, Papa, look! It's a little kitty! Where did he just jump out from? Papa, look! It looks scared! We can't just leave him out here in the cold like this!" "Wait, what? Pan, no! What are you doing? Don't go running after that cat! It could belong to someone and it's simply lost." But Pan didn't want to listen, because upon having to be shown chasing the cat down a dark alley was when Pan went on to tell her father, "Hey, come back! Don't worry, Papa, I'll be right back. I'll make sure he's safe." "Pan, come back! What are you doing? It's too dangerous for you to be running down that dark alleyway," Gohan shouts. "Stop right there, little kitty cat," Pan says. "Don't be scared, I'll rescue you. My big uncle was once a superhero, and so superhero Pan to the rescue, kitty." "There you are. You're fast for a little guy, aren't ya?" "Hey, you're shaking," Pan says. "Why are you shaking, Mr. Kitty? You appear scared." "Papa, I think the kitty is afraid." "Hey, are those boots?" Pan asks. "Pan, don't run off like that on me," Gohan says. "Are you okay? What's going on? Your energy suddenly changed." "Oh, what just happened?" Gohan asks. Both Pan and that cat she was chasing just suddenly stopped. "What's that strange energy that I'm sensing down there?" As it was only to Pan's horrifying shock within the dark alleyway where Pan was now shown coming face to face with none other than Michael Myers, as this encounter itself had left Pan shook to her absolute core as Pan went on to utter, "Hey, you're really scary, but Papa, there's a man in a mask here and he's holding a big knife." "What did she just say?" Gohan utters. "A man in a mask with a knife? No." To which seconds later, without even having to bat an eye, we then see how Michael Myers had gone as far as to wind his hand back, as all Pan could really do within that situation was cry out for her father's help, as just before Michael Myers was then shown driving that giant butcher's knife into Pan, was when we then see from out of nowhere how Gohan had gone as far as to grab onto Myers' arm by telling him, "Not on my watch, you won't. How dare you raise a weapon and threaten a child's life, you coward." How spineless. Pan, listen to me. Grab the cat and get as far away from this alleyway as you can immediately, Gohan says. Go and wait for me somewhere safe while I take care of this. Do you understand? The energy that I'm sensing from this guy feels similar to Moro and Frieza. Darkness and pure evil. I feel nothing inside of him. Now do as I say and get out of here right now, as Pan went on to respond, but I don't want to leave you here all by yourself, Papa. I don't want to see him hurt you. I'll be fine, so don't worry about me. Now leave, Pan. I'm not going to tell you again. But then, it was during mid-sentence where from out of nowhere, Michael Myers had gone as far as to grab onto Gohan's throat, which from there had subsequently resulted in Pan having to cry out for her father, where Gohan from that point went on to turn around by telling her, "Just do as I say right now, Pan. Take the cat and get as far away from this area now. This is your last warning." Okay, I'm sorry, Pan says. "Come on up here, Mr. Kitty. I'll take good care of you, so don't be scared," Pan says. "My dad is the toughest in the whole world, and he won't let anything happen to us." "Oh, please be careful, Papa." "Leave, Pan, and you. How are you able to sneak into this alley without being detected? You've got some nerve doing what you were just about to do, and I'll die before I'd ever let anything happen to my daughter," Gohan says. "Now you better start talking. Tell me what your deal is. Why were you about to strike my daughter down in cold blood? Not much of a talker, huh? Well, fine," Gohan continues. "I really didn't plan on doing this, but you leave me with no choice. And since you won't speak, then I'll just have to make you," he says. "Let's start small and work our way up. Now talk," Gohan shouts. As during the midst of this, with Gohan being shown palm striking Michael Myers directly in the chest and having to send him flying back against the gate, it really looked as though Gohan was trying to get some answers as to why this individual was about to do this, as Pan went on to chime in, "Oh wow, Mr. Kitty, did you just see how hard my dad just hit that guy? Don't worry though, my dad won't kill him. He's not like Vegeta, but this should teach that big scary monster not to pull pranks like that. So what's it going to be? Had enough yet?" Gohan asks. "So are you going to cough it up and explain yourself and apologize, or do I need to smack you around some more in order for you to get the point?" Strange. Even though I held back a lot of power, for a human, I'm surprised he's still moving, let alone finding the will to stand back up again. You brought this onto yourself, so listen to me. It's better for you to stay down and admit your wrongdoings before things get worse, Gohan continues. "I don't want to have to hurt you, but if you refuse to do this the easy way, then you'll leave me with no other choice than to do what I must." As Pan from out of nowhere went on to shout, "Did he say anything to you, Papa? I can see that he's still moving and I think he's getting back up again. Please be careful." "Why are you still here, Pan? I told you to leave." But then, it was just when Gohan had gone as far as to turn around where Michael Myers had from there attempted to stab Gohan in the face, with Pan quickly now realizing the danger that her father was in, as Pan went on to shout, "Papa, look out! He's going to attack you!" "Not a chance," Gohan responds, to which as soon as Gohan was shown effortlessly having to avoid the knife strike, that was when Gohan went on to ask, "What did you think you were going to do tonight when coming into this alley? That you were just going to take an innocent little girl's life without being confronted?" But even then, despite Gohan's best efforts in getting Michael Myers to talk, Myers from that point was then shown grabbing onto Gohan's God of Destruction garment, as Pan went on to shout, "Oh no! He's got him! Papa, run!" But Gohan knew exactly what he was doing. However, Pan now had left herself wide open, in which as soon as Michael Myers had gone as far as to hear her voice and now being shown slowly turning around, Pan was shown completely frozen in place, as Pan went on to utter, Mr. Kitty, that scary monster is looking right at us again, isn't he? He looks so creepy. Where's Papa? I think he's turning towards our direction, Mr. Kitty. You better stay where you are, she shouts. But once again, to no avail, because even with Gohan now having to see firsthand that his daughter was now in trouble, Michael Myers was now shown taking it upon himself in making his way towards Pan, as Pan refused to back down even now, with Pan now shown mustering up the courage and having to tell Michael, no, I'm not going to let myself be scared of you anymore. As within the quickness while holding on to the little kitten that she was taking care of, Pan was not only shown having to avoid Michael Myers' attack, but even while having to do so, that was when Pan went on to continue, you tried to hurt me, and you also tried to hurt Mr. Kitty, and I could never let you do that. I'm done being afraid, she shouts. You aren't going to scare us anymore. As in an act of bravery, with Pan being shown punching Michael Myers in the stomach, which subsequently resulted in Myers bumping back into Gohan, this stunt had only appeared to anger Gohan that much more after having to see this, with Gohan having to respond, you and those like you will never learn, no matter how badly the odds are stacked against your favor. I'm done being nice, especially after trying a second time knowing you'd fail. Now I'm going to hurt you really, really badly, you monster. Did I hit a nerve, Gohan asks, as with Michael Myers now attempting to take one more swing at Gohan. Even now, Gohan was refusing to back down, as Gohan went on to continue, go ahead and take your final swing at me and allow me to show you why you don't have a chance even if a miracle had worked in your favor, he says. You and your cheap weapon, you disgust me. Scum like you will never cease to amaze me, especially when you're backed into a corner, he says. Maybe you ought to feel these. This is for putting my daughter in danger, Gohan shouts, as one after the other, with Gohan delivering shot after shot and being shown unrelentless against Myers. It was right before having to deliver the final blow where Gohan went on to then tell him, this is for refusing to accept the error of your ways by still allowing yourself to be taken over by evil. And this is for nearly ruining what was supposed to be a very special night with my Pan. To which, as quickly as it happened, with Gohan shown having to knock Myers through the fence and into the neighborhood itself, it was more so clear now that Gohan really wanted to hurt him, after especially going after his daughter twice now, as through the other side, with Michael Myers' body being shown having to crash within a nearby building, was where Gohan was fairly certain that this was enough to put Michael Myers down for good, as Gohan went on to comment, that ought to put that freak down. What the heck was his deal to begin with? He didn't appear to be all there in the head. I felt something off with him. Now what did I say, Pan? I don't like repeating myself to you, and you could have seriously gotten yourself hurt out here tonight, despite the position you were in with me by your side. You can't just go and run off like that, he says. Are you alright? I'm sorry, Papa. I promise I won't do it again. I was just worried about you because that guy looked really scary, but me and Mr. Kitty are both okay, she says. Can we keep him, Papa? We'll see, but come, Gohan says. Just look at this mess. I didn't mean to damage that house down there. That's strange. I don't see him, so where is his body, Gohan asks. He couldn't have just disappeared like that so quickly, with Pan chiming in, yeah, I don't see him anywhere either, Papa. It's like he just vanished, like a ghost. Poof, she says. What a dark and twisted energy, Gohan says. I can't sense him anymore. How eerie, but maybe that ought to teach him to never threaten a child's life. Now come on, Pan, hold on to that cat tightly and let's go home and call it a night, with an excited Pan responding, yay, so we're really going to keep him? Oh, thank you, thank you. You're the boss, Papa, so let's go, she says. That man and his white mask was really creeping me out. Even little Kitty here was scared. To which, with the two now being shown having to head back home, it was only upon having to leave where Gohan went on to respond, let's just hope that we never see that creep around here ever again. Now come on, sweetie, let's go home. As unbeknownst to both Pan and Gohan from a distance, an ominous figure was shown having to stand patiently waiting and watching Gohan and Pan go home, as it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Gohan and Pan's horrifying Halloween manga chapter one-off special then comes to a close. Now what I really wanted to do when putting this story together was to introduce the element of fear and to kind of have that blend that in together with the element of what makes Michael Myers creepy within the Halloween franchise. What's even more was seeing how far Gohan was willing to go, especially after knowing the fact that his daughter was in danger. It definitely by no means is it within Gohan's character to inflict bodily harm or to remotely even do anything similar, in which Pan had pointed out by comparing the differences between her father and Vegeta, Gohan typically isn't known for being someone who is a cold-hearted, ruthless killer, so to see Gohan go as far as to inflict enough damage but not kill Michael Myers off towards the end becomes a topic of discussion later, as the question then becomes, did Gohan make the right decision by not killing off Michael Myers? So to that, I want to go on ahead and wish you all a very happy and safe Halloween. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so very much for your time. To where, as always, if you just so happen to be new to this channel and of course love Dragon Ball and anime, then I do encourage you all to head on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon, so that way you guys never miss a single video that is posted onto the channel. On top of giving this video a big fat thumbs up right now by smashing that like button down below, tune back in for more, kick back and enjoy some of the scary movies this Halloween season. And with that being said, I'm going to be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy, everybody, and have a great day. Happy Halloween. Peace.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.